Hello everybody. Take a quick minute or two here to kind of describe. We're entering week 10, I believe. At this rate, your estate could look very different. You may not be focusing on portraits like this. Well, you should be. Let me just say that. Whatever you do, if you're new to the game, do not focus on the tavern and do not focus on the abbey. Survivalist. Complete more quests. I wonder when that shows up. In the sanitariums, hit or miss. I should probably try to get to 2. That's 20 busts. So I will see about that. But right now we're more focused. Sorry, my dog and cat are having a dispute, to be polite. Let's see, Houndmaster, +5 accuracy, -2 dodge. I'll actually put that on the leper because he already has horrible dodge. The blacksmith should be another one you're upgrading. Once again, just getting the levels as you go up. You don't really have to worry about getting to rank 2 right away. And for the stagecoach, you only have to get to 4 people per week, followed by just slowly increasing your roster as you need more positions. Once again, for the skills, it's about the same. We want to make cheaper skills right away because buying the initial skill is so expensive compared to the armor. Now, the warrens is where we're going to go next. I don't want to do a short dungeon, so your dungeon selection kind of goes through a hierarchy real quick. You're going to look for scouting stuff first, and no matter what you do, get the scouting trinkets, which we obviously have none again. We talked about that last video. Second, if you're just cycling through people, trying to learn the game, trying to get some quick heirlooms, you're dismissing people, like I said, you're learning the game, I'd probably stick to short dungeons, a little more reliable to finish, quickly rotate through people, yada yada. If you're trying to keep people, upgrade and get most cash, obviously we're going to hit up mediums. So I'm hitting up mediums and keeping people at a fairly high rate. We definitely don't need all that food. I don't have any nighttime prevention, so I'm probably not going to campfire. Once again, mediums, I tend to take in 3 shovels. About 3 of everything. Except for keys, I always only take in like 2. 1 for a chest, 1 for a secret room. We don't have any real good scouting. So what, 16 torches, 20 food. And I'm only bringing 20 food because we have heals, a heal, and a heal. So we should be fine on heals. I'm probably not going to campfire. 2 keys, 2 antes, 3 bandages. Might bring 1 more medicinal herbs. Also the warrens. I'll bring in 1 more just because there's a lot of food curios. And that should be more than enough. This party's pretty tanky in terms of like we have heals available. So no one should really go to death's door too easily. We don't have the best 4th position damage. We do have the Arbalist. We have Rain of Sorrows. But we really don't have a crap ton outside of that. And we are doing battle rooms, which you just discovered 3 immediately. So that is rather interesting. So we're just going to quickly pop over here, hopefully get a double scout so we don't have to walk the whole way. This is more food. I'm not going to pop it right away. I'm going to grab it on the way back. Now that surprise is really nice. We're going to try to do only 67. He's got Fear of Beast, right? Ooh, that accuracy is going to be brutal. We're actually going to try to chip him down. The reason for that is we want to move him to position... we want the Madman to move to position 3. That way we can hit him with a harvest, yeah, mostly a harvest. I guess there's really not anything else we want to hit him with. But I did just want to slide him forward. I could have tried to shoot him with an Arbalist and maybe could have done it. But I think it's just a little more reliable. I get 1 more skill in the 3rd position. And with the Madman's speed and dodge, you just really want to make sure you connect with 1 more skill. Because that accusation is just brutal. I am actually going to Inspiring Tune. I know I just said I want to bring him forward for a harvest. But if I just nick him with anything else, I got Rain of Sorrows. I can also Purge, which I'm going to do now. So now I can actually bring him to the front for a punish. Cool. Alright. That's just kind of why I wanted to do it. Getting as many people to the 3rd position as possible, I highly recommend. So, oh wow, you got to go first. Got some decent speeds in the party, don't I? I do want to keep the Arbalist and Jester, I believe. Or is this my second Jester? Definitely my first Arbalist. So the Arbalist is going to get prioritized. Should have looked. I can't completely remember. Yeah, I can't completely remember where I ended up with the Jesters. Not like having two Jesters is the end of the world, but the Arbalist should take priority and future healing, just because I do want to keep one of them. I think every class is beneficial. I keep at least one of every class. Usually that's one Arbo, one Anti, one Abomination. Yeah, there we go. Nice double scout. Okay, I am gonna just go check it out, because there is actually one thing I'm gonna be looking for down here. I know you might be like, hey, why are you going down here? You don't have to. That's true, but I'm looking for... Okay. I'm not going to go any further. I was looking for a Shambler altar. Did not find it. I will probably grab the food now with that. Yeah, with me eating that, I'm going to grab the food. I got 4 of these. It's probably, what, 8 or 10, 12? 8. Yeah, okay. That's usually about the RNG. I'm not going to do the trap. I don't think anyone in my party is particularly good at disarming. So we're just going to skirt that. If we don't get a scout, I might actually backtrack and try the trap. And the only reason for that is if I don't scout here, it's better to try to disarm the trap you can see than to, obviously, willy-nilly walk through 2 hallways where you don't see. So if I don't get a scout, we are actually going to backtrack and try. So I'm gonna heal. Okay. Nice damage. Yeah, just shoot 8. Okay. Yeah, we didn't have to do that much damage. I just didn't want 2 of these guys going right away. Jester, I can probably... I'm gonna Inspiring Tune. Like I said, just want to kind of generically get this down around 10 to 20 at the finish. We are there now. I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy with the Rain of Stars, so there's no point to do it, because I'm going to do, yeah, I wouldn't be able to kill him. That result was going to happen no matter what happened. Ooh, didn't particularly want to kill him. He's not, he's going to go. Yeah, the stress isn't looking great. I might, we'll have to see how things are going. I might campfire at the very end. 4 spiders, please get surprised. Nice. If your lineup can do it, I like getting rid of the green ones. They do the damage. The orange ones do the setup. So 3 dead. Only need 1. I'm gonna purge because of what? Speed and accuracy? Accuracy, that's right, accuracy. Intimidation, I believe, is the speed. Yeah, so I always get rid of the green because, yeah, this is the stun mark. Low damage. The stun, yeah, it's a stun, but the green ones actually capitalize on the setup, so we want to get rid of the person who can do the setup damage. So I always get rid of the green ones. I mean, obviously, if I have a party that can blow up the orange ones, I will. But the green ones, to me, I always get rid of first. A, they're in the back row, and B, it's just I do need those. I don't need as much cash. Nice scout. Is it a double? Nice. So we know the secret room is this way. So yeah, I'm not going to chance that. I am going to pick this up now, because there's no way I'm coming back down here at the very end of the dungeon. 2 citrines, not worth it. Like I said, just keep picking up those papers, because I believe they take up a loot spot, and they're going to keep showing up. So just for the first 20 weeks, just take them. I'd have to look at the exact math of it, but like I said, if it's your first time playing, there is an achievement to pick them all up anyway, so you might as well. There's not really any huge detriment to doing it, so just pick them up. Yeah. So I know it sucks. Make space for them. I hate them. I forget about them every time I start a game, because after like week, honestly, maybe after week like 15 to 20, if you're religiously picking them up, doing long enough dungeons, they're usually gone by then. So I kind of forget about them because they're only there for about, ooh, that's brutal. Yeah, I don't know if that Jester's gonna make it. Ooh, yeah, that Jester ain't making it. I don't care if I need a Jester, that's just way too much. Yeah, I'm about to... Ooh, darn it. I'm going to start doing some damage control. I'm going to purge them, just so I can get the slasher to a position where I can wreck them pretty bad. Like that. Nice. Bleed, 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 bleed. Nice, nice. Dead, dead. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on getting the Flage and the Arbalist down. Yeah. Not really too much more to it, to be honest. Because she can't really do that, so it's just gonna put a healing increase on him. And 4, probably bleed, was it 2 for 3? Yeah, 6 damage. You don't have a lot of speed. We'll chance it. Get rid of some stress. See what this does. I am playing around with my food just a smidge. Alright, let's kill him. It's only 2 more damage. It's not worth doing. Well, I got extra food, so boop boop. Oh, fun fact. Actually, I'll do that. Your healing increases, guys. Do work with food. So, like, for example... Oop, hold on. Someone's at the door. Alrighty, cutting the video. This fight. We want to take down the Swine Wretch. So it's going to be hopefully 6 damage on the Arbalist. We are actually going to also hit up the Drummer for some more bleed. That way he will get 2 turns. Okay, so hopefully this hits. Nice. I could purge, but I don't want to deal with another damage dealer, and that puts him in the second position anyways. Hopefully we get to go 1 person before him. But I don't want a bunch of damage dealers live. Just don't want to get those crits, don't want to get those bleeds, and even if I would have purged, it wouldn't have done much. It would have been a stumbling scratch. Would have, darn it. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It's not jumping. Yeah, well, okay. Alright. Not great. Yeah, it was a little bit of RNG if I was going to get to go before that. The good news is, can't go again. I'll think about what I want to do with this guy. He only needs 8 points of damage. It's -1 stress. Like, it's so useless. Might as well see if I can get a crit. Okay. That should be 3 stress, maybe. Yeah, okay. So when you play longer, you will begin to understand of when and where you should maybe kill somebody, or wow, that was the dungeon. Okay, cool. Double scout, double scout, double. Where is the secret flipping room? Right there, right? That's the only place I didn't double scout. I think this is when you just gotta, you just gotta bite the bullet, see if it's strapped. Okay. Well, I guess light the torch. I'm not gonna campfire. I could turn off the light, and I actually will, because now we're gonna go through. We can get rid of a lot of this food. Because we will be able to definitely have enough for food checks. Now, I don't have anyone great at disarming traps, so we're going to let our Jester do it because he is nice. He's already so high that a map inside that does not do secret rooms. There's a fight down there. Let's see what that fight is. So that was another... I did a medium, right? Hold on. Did I just... It's a medium. I did a medium, right? And I just got whatever. Sometimes this game just blows my brain. Yeah. So we're gonna keep doing this because, like I said, if he fails, who cares? We're not keeping him. I'm gonna increase the torch here, just because I want to see what these Okay. Actually, I don't know. I increased the torch. Just kill it again. I think in the back of my brain was like, I want to scout, but I already scouted, so. 3 for 3 on the 70%. Wow, maybe we can actually keep them. So we're going to increase the torch because it increases surprise chance. We'll kill the torch right before we take these guys out. So yeah. And dead. Cool, we got one. I'm gonna try to save the Jester. He's actually 22. Yeah, that's not hopeless. Getting those 3 traps in a row was actually game saving. 24 stress removal. So we're only going to have one guy go as long as these aren't crits. We don't really care. With the Arbalist, we'll try that. Only 7. Cool, cool, cool. He dies. We're going to turn off the light. What, they have 4 speed? I'm not going to turn off the light until I know I can go with the Fladge. Or, you know, someone who does damage. Because if he gets to go before me, okay. As I'll say, because if he gets to go before me and does a crit, that's so much reversal of stress and all that. Alright. So financially and heirloom-wise, this dungeon was... It was kind of a dud, I'm going to be honest. Well, no, we got 4. So financially, this was good. In terms of heirlooms, it was a bit of a bust. No pun intended. Yeah, 424, that's really bad. Financially, it's pretty good. I mean, I guess it's 444. It's not really what you want from a medium. Nocturnal, -2. Ugh. So they're going to have to go in right away. Love interest is whatever. I don't plan on stress healing at all. We got our antes, finally. Had to be a friggin' event, but we got it. I don't care. Fear of Eldritch, Last Grasp. The Manslayer, it doesn't really, so I'm going to take less. I don't want to take flawed release, ranged, whatever. It's fast healer. Yeah, I just don't want the reduced accuracy. I'd rather take the flawed release than reduction of accuracy. Okay, so we finally got our ante. That's a huge deal. Now maybe we can ride this RNG wave and get a scouting trinket. No, we cannot. We cannot ride the wave. Okay. Cool. That is so painful. I cannot find a scouting trinket to save my... Oh, wait, scouting trinket! You know, I don't care it's -10. We're going to friggin' go for it. So we're going to do the wield next. And we're going to take in our first little friend, the ante here. So we're going to run up the ante. We're going to go check the stagecoach. I'm going to check how many jesters I have. So we're going to sort by class. It is my first jester, so I actually kind of lucky. We got him so stressed reduced. We got all those people. I'm looking for like what, an abomination. Maybe another man at arms because he's so high in stress. Could use another Houndmaster. Okay. But we're good. No, we have an abomination. So, okay, we're mostly getting the classes we want / need. So, I think I have the Shieldbreaker DLC on. So, maybe looking for a Shieldbreaker. I might have already passed that event. Didn't grab her. I think I didn't grab her. We'll eventually want another Plague Doctor. Not grabbing one now. I'm also not upgrading the Stagecoach now. We got a bunch of Resolve 1s. So, we still have, like, you know, we can still upgrade them. So, we're going to go into Wield with slightly better stuff. So, let's do that. Let's go into the Wield here. Let's see. We're going to need some good damage because the ante is not going to provide. So I think we're going to put Dismas up there. Don't want to take the Fladge back out. Your Klepto's gone, right? Yeah, but you have Curious. So you have Curious. Not taking the Leper out because he's 2. Yeah, we can bring in the Houndmaster and... Man at arms, you're really high in stress though. Could bring out Reynold, but like I said, that Curious is gonna be annoying. Get the level 2 on the Hellion, maybe I'll do that. You just gotta be careful on which ones you pick, because you don't want to get certain people. But I also only have like 18 roster slots, so you know what? We can actually let's do it. Let's bring in the Hellion. All right, cool. All right, let's just make sure their skills are all upgraded. We can look to see if we make skills cheaper. We could if we decide to make some portraits into Crest. Let's just see if that would even be financially responsible. You are going to be the only other healer, aren't you? If I sort this by level, yeah, you're going to be the only other person to give other heals. Get off death's door. So I'm actually going to buy it. I do plan on keeping the ante around. So we're going to want... Well, you didn't have Hound's Harry. So I'm going to buy Hound's Harry, Hound's Rush, and that's pretty much all we need. We're not going to... Well, in this party, we are going to get the self-heal. I mean, I get the self-heal in general anyways. So we're going to swap this up like that. We're going to see if Dismas is ready. He just needs the... Wow, you don't have point blank. Ordle, wow, this is some crazy... Now I'm going to buy a lot of skills, guys. So you saw me in the very first couple of weeks, like, really holding back. For me, I'm now at the point where I know I want to keep these people. So now I can start investing in some of the skills that I think are going to be needed. So just keep that in mind. Once again, I'm still not buying everything. Like, I'm not buying Breakthrough and Bleed Out. I'm just buying the skills that I'm already using actively. We're going to go obviously buy the armors too to keep them alive. If you're wondering why I think the Houndmaster is cheaper, Armor Smith, yeah, Armor Tinkerer. So minus 20, it's always nice. So I did spend a little cash there. That might be a big difference between your playthrough and my playthrough. Oh, finally got here. Finally, so it took 10 weeks to get Survivalist. I'm not going to use any crest on that. I'm only going to use that eventually if I take a party in for medium and they don't have a prevent nighttime ambush. That's what we're going to buy. Alright, so we're going to walk in here next time for the Caution Cloak, so I can finally get a little more scouting, and then we'll probably pop into a medium somewhere. So, and we'll upgrade the Stagecoach eventually to give us a little more spots. How much is it right now to get 4 more spots? To 21, we're at 17, right? So yeah, we'll hit up some deeds. We'll see if the wheel's handing out deeds right now. It should be portraits, I believe. Yeah, 2 more portraits. It's kind of a shame because I would have liked to gone for deeds or busts. Actually, everything's portrait right now. So, you know what? It's actually probably the best. So we're going to do this one next. I just want to kind of talk about the philosophy where we're at. We're halfway there. We're going to sell this for money. Selling for 1,500. So yeah, the philosophy is keep your cash fairly high if you can. Avoid the stress buildings, as I said before. And slowly work your way to this increasing treatment number 2. And remember to take stuff off people. So I should be going in there. Someone just got something I said needs to take off. It was the Arbalist. She has Nocturnal. Yes. So I'm going to take off Nocturnal. You could start retreating the treatment cost. I would just get 2. If you're doing really well, just get multiple spots. Worry about the price later. 10% is a lot of money, but for right now, with the little busts you can bring in, I would just try to get to 2 spots as fast as possible. 2's a healthy number. Getting to 3's a lot, but get to 2, then reduce the cost. In the meanwhile, just slowly keep your people up, keep track. I'm not going to throw this dude into a stress facility. Oh, let me take this stuff off. It's actually good stuff. Let me see what my trinkets are. I think I have 3 I'm keeping. 4, yeah, just 3. So, plus stun. The dodge for speed is not relevant. I'm going to get rid of that. But these 2 aren't terrible. Stun chance and accuracy. So I might actually put the accuracy onto the Hellion. I don't really need that dodge on her, so make sure she hits the stun. No one needs stun in this party right now, so we'll just keep that. And I do need to put on the heal. And I'm not going to do get down. I'm going to do that. Alright, thank you so much for watching. We're slowly making it through. Next episode, I'll do 2 weeks. It's just I'm tight for time today. Thank you.